Okay, so after talking about what I liked about the recent livestream for the upcoming Annie patch, let's talk about a topic that is very controversial at the moment, the Phylotree Nexus Research Banner. Now, let me preface with this. In the livestream, when it came to the wording over how we could obtain the new live, I assumed that they meant that live will operate under the same rules as how the old Omniframe releases were before the integrated version, where back in the day, after a character debuts, they won't be put into the standard pool until after 1 or 2 patches. But it appears that that's not the case, which confused me at the time. Fortunately, the PGR team made a post on X to clear up the confusion and clarify how the Phylotree Nexus Research works. So here's what it is. Basically, the new live will be obtainable through the Phylotree Nexus Research event with a 100% guarantee at Pity. This banner will share identical rules and Pity gauge with the Theme Construct banner, aka the debut banner. And the same rules applies to the coinciding fate banners. Moving on to the next point, it says that the featured characters in the Phylotree Nexus Research are temporarily unavailable through any other means, but can be obtained again through reruns in the future. Now, I'm not sure what they mean by temporarily unavailable through any other means, but the wording suggests that they might implement an alternative method unless they worded it wrong. Anyway, moving on, it goes on to say that as much as the featured Phylotree characters are limited, once obtained, the rule is the same for obtaining duplicates and inverse shards, where you can obtain them through the PPK shop or the shard shop. And finally, the signature weapon and cub for the featured Phylotree character will share the same availability period as the said Phylotree character, therefore making them limited as well. And that just about covers everything about the Phylotree banner. So here's the thing. For those looking at this situation from the outside looking in, it seems par for the course in the gacha space. However, this is not what's normal for PGR. You see, PGR established a different kind of expectation in how they build their gacha, and it's one of the biggest reasons as to why people come into the game and stick around over the course of these 6 years. Normally, when it comes to the debut banners, they have a 100% rate up for one patch, and then after a patch or two, they get dumped into the standard pool where we can get them from either the basic banner or the 70/30 arrival banner, meaning that once the character's debut banner leaves, it's comparatively harder to get that character, but never impossible. However, I think it's worth pointing out that in cases where a debuting character leaves, there are people with the mindset where they wouldn't pull unless it's on a 100% guarantee rerun, or if the character is featured in the 70/30 banner. And for those players, I don't think the Phylotree banner would affect them that much. And the same can be said for those who want to snag the newest character on day one. But I think the Phylotree banner completely crossed a line where the signature weapon and the cubs for the Phylotree character is limited. You see, when it comes to the characters and cubs, it's actually nice to not be pressured to get them when they debut, as you can wait until you feel like it's okay to throw in some extra tickets in those banners to snag them at a later time, which eliminates the FOMO for the weapons and cubs. Look, when it comes to a gacha game, I understand that there has to be some level of give and take, and if you want me to compromise, fine, I'll compromise with the limited character part, but when it comes to the weapons and cubs, you've gone too far. Overall, this is a really bad move on Kuro's part. They basically created a worse gacha system where there's literally no benefit to the player, and it opens up a can of worms for the system to be abused further and turn into something more predatory. Like, when are the reruns going to pop up? The A-rank patches? Or even worse, what if a new Phylotree character debuts? Now that character will have to run alongside the older Phylotree characters, creating a multiple limited banner situation in the same patch. And here's what I thought was a bit on the nose. You see, the dev stated that this new live frame uses the Phylotree technology, giving her unique traits and setting her apart from other Omniframes. So, actual Gen 3 frame confirmed? Honestly, I have yet to see how she's different from the other Omniframes, and it feels like we're having this whole Phylotree lore be shoved down our throats so that way they can justify the existence of this limited banner. Like, what it looks like they're doing is essentially taking the Uniframe banner and making it a limited time banner. With all of that said, when looking at this situation as a whole, it makes no sense as to why they decided to do this. It's the least PGR thing that has ever been introduced, and it definitely spits in the face of everyone who has supported Kuro. And to top it all off, it's the 6th anniversary. With all of the good changes they've made, the rewards and the new content, they just had to taint this patch with the Phylotree banner. So please, Kuro, listen to your community. You already have a good thing going. This new Phylotree banner is unnecessary and totally uncalled for. Like, prove to us that you guys are listening and toss out the idea of the Phylotree banner. This anniversary would have been perfect without it. As for everyone else watching this video, please respectfully put down your concerns about the Phylotree banner in the upcoming survey. Let's see if they'll truly take our feedback to heart now that we're synchronized. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. We're definitely going to have to revisit this topic later down the line, so yeah. If you liked the video, do leave a like and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.